Right, here we go. This is just a cast of a casual 1v1, I would say, between Adalwolf playing in the red as Celts, and Anjay, I would refer to him as Gluttony in the blue here, playing as Britons. So, Britons, typical archers here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Gluttony going for archers here in some manner, whereas Celts, made famous by the Vietnamese player Huang, who likes to spam lots of, or more than the usual 3 militia and arcade, and then wall off or just allow his opponent to be allowed to go fast castle age. So let's see what Adal has made there. Celts could for sure also go men at arms into archers or men at arms at towers, and they even have decent knights in castle age. So and not to mention the late game fantastic siege. So Celts lots of options, even though you don't see them picked as frequently in 1v1s on Arabia as other cities like, for example, Britons. So Gluttony here staying with 5 on chip. You only need 5 on chip with Britons because they harvest the food from the sheep faster. So now adding 4 on wood, suggesting some kind of archer's opening, is also seems to be pushing in the deer here. Just going for a bit regular opening. Yes, some stone in the back and the main goal to the side, so if Gluttony walls is forward here, it's pretty broad, but shouldn't be impossible to secure this main gold. However, Adalwolf on his side, he has the main goal all the way in the back here, so that's going to be tough to deny even for Briton archers, because they would have to walk all the way back. But on the other hand, this is a very open map for Adalwolf. He's got this whole area here open, and the third goal there pretty forward, secondary goal to the side, so it's gonna take some resources and devotion to full wall this area here. There's also a hill here near Gluttony's secondary gold, which could easily be denied by a tower or whatnot on this hill, maybe a castle later on, or similarly secured by Gluttony. So Gluttony now seeing Adalwolf's barracks going up, succeeds in delaying the barracks a little bit by attacking the building villager, but Adalwolf wisely quick walks in his villager to get this barracks finished. Scout here is looking to harass a little bit more, but Adalwolf's villagers still don't have any loom, so it's even for a weak scout it's almost possible to get a kill here, but seems like Gluttony is leaving for now, but he does collect the intel needs. Both players are scouting their opponent's bases now at the close to 6-minute mark. So in just a few minutes they will know for sure what their opponent is going for. Gluttony has scouted Adolf's barracks here, so he already knows what's likely to come, and that's some kind of infantry militia style opening. See Adolf already producing some militia here. I think he has, is it one militia in the barracks for now. Now going for the berries as well. So Gluttony already expecting the infantry opening from the militia. He's walling in his berries, so those can't be hit. That's usually the spot you hit first time around when you go for a rush with militia in the Dark Age. And for now he leaves his wood lines exposed. And actually Gluttony seems to be one to clicking up to feudal age at 21 pop with Britons. And I don't see any barracks, so this might very well be a straight archers build. You don't see that too frequent in high level 1v1s. It's kind of risky because you always risk being punished by forwards like we're seeing coming from Adalwolf's side now. Perfect mining camp here and allowing the villagers to collect easily. Also quick walling in the villagers here now. So secures his gold because he's going for the archers inevitably. Now with total of 9 wood. Still a really early up. Although getting loom just now, keeps producing villagers. I think he's also adding more militia. That's 2 more in the queue, and he has 3 forward and 1 away. So pretty heavy Huang style rush forward here from Adalwolf. Let's see how that plays out. More quick quotes, nice quick quotes here from Gluttony in the blue here. It can be argued that quick wall time is also idle time, but look at it leaves some space for the villagers here to still have the woodline somewhat efficient. He may be forced to repair this palisade now if he doesn't let this militia in, but that's still going to take a while with only 4 attack for the militia. And feudal age is in for Gluttony. He's adding a barracks now. Will be adding a range shortly after the barracks is finished, and he can easily afford some archers after that as well. So it should be an easy job cleaning up this rush. But staying in Dark Age, Adal with a huge villager and population in the areas, 8 military out already, and it's gonna be a little while before Gluttony gets his fletching in, because he doesn't have a blacksmith yet. So even archers aren't a too significant threat for these militia that may at some point become men at arms here. So now 4 militia just hammering away at this mill, unless I mean, if he forces repairs on this mill. Now try some quick calls here, but the scouts are blocking them. That's a nice move by Adalwolf, honestly. Scout may go down, but it's still more idle time on the villagers, and Adal has been constantly producing at home. Now he's actually idled everything for a bit. He wants to click up maybe, or he's just too preoccupied with his forward. I think one villager will go down here, so he successfully breaks in, gets 1 mill, gets another one I think. That's 2 villagers, and Adalwolf with a 5 villager lead at the moment. He's pretty far away from Castle Lynch obviously, but he's just now clicked feudal. He withdraws his militia, but may have a plan to upgrade these stepping militia to men at arms when that time comes. So chasing Gluttony's already weak scout here. There is some idle time. 5 idles for Gluttony, meaning that Adal in essence has an 8 villager lead at the moment while advancing to the feudal age. These are archers but without fletching, so if Adal can get close to these guys, he can pick off a few of them, but now looks like they are in equal numbers, so that's a fight Dark Age militia just can't take, even when the archers don't have fletching. Let's switch to Gluttony's point of view. He does not have a range. He rushed up 2 ranges instead of range blacksmith, since he can in that way produce more archers and clean up the infantry. I think that's the smart move to do. But it's also pretty blind now to whatever Adal's follow-up will be here. He's full walling his base now. This woodline is within range of at least crossbows, maybe a few archers with fletching as well. But militia still roaming around now, hitting the gold, where Gluttony had removed his quick walls, so Adal might succeed in getting another villager here. He's moving very close to the TC now, and with the garrison here, this militia should surely be history, but Adal withdraws again. Gluttony doesn't want to idle everything, so he just garrisons a few villagers, not all of them. No men at arms click for Adalwolf. He's probably preparing Castle Age instead, and there's the click. And now let's see what the follow-up will be like. If this is indeed Huang style, he will be adding some forward siege and stables and even monasteries, and just wing it from there. So. But that implies he's reaching Castle Age now. There are 8 archers on the field. Still no fletching though, but being Dark Age militia, that's no threat to these archer masses. And Gluttony in the blue, he could now go for a forward, should he choose to. Here's the blacksmith going up as well. Let's have a look at Gluttony's eco here. we won't be seeing Castle Age anytime soon from him, whereas Adalwolf is halfway there. So this may be actually scouting for a sneak villager or something in this move. It wouldn't make sense to move the archers here if that's not the case. But here the militia run back in and the archers are out of position here, so even more idle time cost for Gluttony. Moving time is should also be considered idle time, but now finally the militia will go down, but they have certainly created some value. Now I see some red spots on the side here. That's 2 villagers from Adalwolf moving to the edge of the side here. Maybe wants to settle down on the side here and add some forward buildings. Adalwolf's pretty safe at home now. Palisades all around this base is kind of cramped here should some kind of push come in, but for now it seems that Gluttony is going for the forward now. He may be forced back depending on what Adalwolf does in the forward here. But the archers are actually pulled back. Is he now suspecting something? Did they see some movement? No. Just staying at home while Adalwolf is putting up a forward siege workshop. Now, population's very much in favor of Gluttony for now. He's almost 20 population ahead. He's also in the villager lead now, since he's been staying in feudal age and not did the advancement up like Adalwolf did, and still sticking around with a few archers on the side here in case forward is incoming. A little bit unlucky for Adal here with being attacked with a boar, but it seems that both villagers make it. A siege workup is producing a mangonel, should be an easy way to kill feudal age archers. And now knights being added from a stable which he has put at home, so that's has been completely hidden all until now, but Gluttony still kind of expected some kind of wrong style forward. He almost gets a villager here, but these 5 spearmen, they managed to fight back. What Gluttony doesn't know is that there's a forward going on here. This is just a spec bug, I believe, so there's nothing to pay attention to. So still walling though, just in case there's something coming this direction. Adal now bringing 5 knights over on this side. They have a +1 at least. Not the strongest knights, but they can certainly challenge feudal age archers, although they will become crossbows at some time here. Now, 2 mangonels and 1 scorp. This is like the typical Huang play right here. Some mangonels, monastery, will be adding monks sooner rather than later. Let's have a look at adults. He is only missing the gold to add monks as well. I think he's pretty heavy on gold at home. It's 9 on gold. Nothing extreme, but these palisades crack like paper to the mangonel fire, and knights are in, and this puts Gluttony in a rough spot here. Because he needs to reinforce his army back to try and deal with this. He really shouldn't move close to these mangonels with this group of archers. Let's see if Adal can get a nice hit in, but he backs off a bit because of the TC fire as well. So maybe it makes sense to move the archers in but close to the TC, so the TC fire could handle mangonel forward, but it's absolutely forces Gluttony to the sides. He's off one of his woodlands. He's only got, yeah, he's potentially got this woodland as well. But now Celt mangonels just ramming away, firing away at Gluttony's TC here. There are now 7 knights in the mix, still only with a +1 though. But Scorps as well, that's gonna handle Spearmen nicely if they come and challenge the knights. And Gluttony now reaching Castle Age. He's still being pushed pretty hard. He may or may not be able to. He can't afford another TC because he's repairing this one, trying to keep it up, but Kent Siege, that's no joke. They fire quicker. Nice split here from Gluttony. He dodges 2 Magnet shots without taking a single hit there. Great move. And also now the Spears running in. They might be able to handle one of the Mangonels here, distracting some attention from the Mangonels so that archers can get some hits in as well. Very nice splits from Gluttony here. He dodges another 2 Mangonel shots without taking damage at all. But it's definitely Adalwolf dictating the pace of the game here. He still has 1 Mangonel alive, he's adding more. He has more resources in the bank at the moment. So he's absolutely in the lead now. He's brought in 2 monks as well to heal up the knights. And Gluttony now only floating wood mostly. He's using the market now to adjust his eco a bit. He wants to put up a defensive castle. He's been buying stone now to try and get the castle up. I think we'll be seeing the foundation pretty soon. But this is now 8 knights, 2 scorps and 2 mangonels. Adding some light cab as well in the event of any monks coming out from Gluttony here. So this is a really tough all-in forward to defend against. So Adalwolf now much in the population lead here, because even though in Castellet the cheaper TCs for Britons, Gluttony cannot expand. He would need to run out to the sides or something. He's sending Bonneville here. He might want to drop a TC or something here to secure some usual golds. He's also dropping a castle to at least secure 1 wood lion, a little bit of stuff here, securing kind of the secondary stone as well, and hopefully put a stop to this push. But look at all this, that's 19 or so, that's 18 villagers building 1 castle that should ideally be doing other stuff, and now 4 mangonels on the field, but the castle will stop these from advancing, that's for sure. This villager is taking gold but not really constructing anything. And looking at the population and military counts, or especially the eco now, it's looking rather tough. Gluttony can afford a TC now, but he chooses to place it here. Yeah, exactly. So he's been forced to move out. He's now sending his crossbows forward, hoping to do some damage in Adalwolf's home base, but it may already be too late because there are 2 TCs up here already, and Adalwolf with double the will count now, and almost 1,000 scoring as well, and now even forward TC taking Gluttony's main goal. It's such a sneaky move with just 1 of the forward villagers here. So crossbows forward now with box formation, getting 1 hit in, a few hits in here. Could certainly do some damage here, but the damage has been done for sure on Gluttony here. He's basically lost his starting base, although securing a wood line, so he should still be able to produce. Once this TC is up, he will have gold income as well, so it may not be over just yet. But now 13 knights running in at 17 crossbows here, and if this crossbow army goes down, that leaves Gluttony with close to no military at all. So stacking up a bit here is microing and getting some knights kills here, but it won't be enough, I think. We may be seeing GG soon. Adal cleans up Gluttony's army here, now down to only 4 military, and the forward continues here with now 5 mangonels in play. Imperial Age for Adalwolf. What's his eco like? He can certainly support siege production here, maybe not upgrade them, but even some rams could handle this castle now, since Gluttony doesn't have barely any army on the field. Just a few archers here, but let's have a look at Gluttony's eco. Is pretty much run out of resources here now. Adalwolf is targeting his production buildings as well, so there's only 1 archery range left for Gluttony. He does not have the wood to replace them. He's adding a few longbows as a last hurrah here, but they're walking straight into Mangonel fire here. And almost takes a huge hit there, but he pulls them away. Manages to micro down at least one knight with Castle Fire here, and kind of lures the Mangonels into Castle Fire here, which is nice. Now actually got rid of two Mangonels here. But Adalwolf in the Imperial Age, he's 3 times Gluttony's pop now. Lots more villagers in production, the larger military. This is just a matter of time now. Adal has not scouted the sides though, so for all he knows, Gluttony can escape to the sides and still have wood and food income, but looking at the eco, it's mostly wood for Gluttony, with the woodland he has secured on his side here, also stone, obviously. And here I thought that Adolf had advanced to the Imperial Age, but he wrote has advanced to Imperial Age in the chat, and I didn't even notice it. Luckily I have the stats on the side here to confirm that he is definitely not in Imperial Age, and he does not have the food eco to support it for now. We could almost buy it by now with his gold, but 5 rams of 6 rams now. Once they go for this castle and the castle goes down, I think it will be a GG moment. Gluttony now sending builds in to attack the rams, but there are knights here to challenge the villagers, or alternatively Gluttony's army here. I like how Gluttony garrisons his longbowmen into the TC and lets them out on the other side so that they can dodge the knights and get more shots in. But now it really looks like with the Celt rams here taking down this castle, and the GG is called. So Huang style all in from Adalwolf. He is playing against a player that does have pretty higher ranking than him. Let's see. Search up. Let's see, let's go to AOE.club instead. Should be able to find, look at the league for Norway, I can find both their rankings. They are in terms of ranking top of Norway. Adal is just a few spots below Anjay or Gluttony, as I have been referring to him, is 1720 in 1-1, whereas Adalwolf is at the moment, according to this site, 1637, but I think the current ratings are slightly different. Let's see if we can find it. No, it's 1637, so it's actually pretty accurate. So let's have a look at the stats here. So not too massive KD here, is 58 to 38. Eco actually somewhat similar, more stone for Gluttony because that's what he had secure access to. But gold much more for Adolf here. Castle Age significantly weaker, but he stayed in Dark Age for impressively long before Gluttony could get him. But let's imagine for a moment that Gluttony had gone for men-at-arms or a rush instead and not a straight archers. I think that it would have been a different story because he would actually have had army earlier on to defend against Adal's initial push, even though he had more militia. So with high more than double for Adal in the end, and largest battle events taking place in the end here. So we'll bring up game 2 as well. So we see Adal playing his Celts again, and Gluttony as the Tatars this time around. See here, it's Arabia again, and see Adalwolf now with 2 stones kind of in the back here, side gold, bit forward, a very open base again, so he may be forced to some kind of all-in play again here, but at least he has his main gold in the back once more, so this should be easily secured for Adalwolf. Gluttony now playing as Tatars. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Scouts opening here. Could also be some kind of fast castle play, Josh fast castle for example, and then go into Cav Archers, because Tatars get both an extra hill bonus and they get Thumbering for free, which is important for Cavalry Archers to have them fire more quickly. But he's a bit unlucky with his gold spots again. He may be forced to wall out his secondary gold here, also this one. But other than that, more a base that's more easily closed compared to other wolves. Making the wars here, getting some scouting intel. Gluttony now going forward to try and find his opponent, whereas Adolf is staying safely at home with 4 wood and some food here. Suggesting some kind of infantry play again, I would say. But Gluttony has now spotted him. Adol is pushing in deer, I believe. Trying to anyway. There it is. So Gluttony now sees the 2 back-ish stones here. It's no indication of a tower rush or anything, but that's where you switch to stone when going up. So it's still a bit too early to tell for sure what your opponent is going for, but Gluttony has seen Adalwolf's 4 on wood. He's scouted, no, he has not scouted the berries. He's also not found anything else than the side gold spot here. But now he's probably going to find the berries here and have some idea of what kind of play to expect this time around. This is the berries once more, but he keeps his scout around his enemy base at the 6.5-minute mark. Should be able to tell soon what his opponent may be going for. Adol is going forward with his scout, is now in his enemy's base. He's seeing actually 5 on wood already, so that could suggest some kind of Archer's play after all. Both players researching Loom now. Adal could be looking to, they could both be looking to clicking up soon. Adal is further away food count wise, but Gluttony is up. He is beginning his walling. Kind of risky there, although this is a loomed villager, so Adal wouldn't be able to kill it. But now securing the sites, bringing in some deer. Not too heavy on food, there is 10 on food. And 9 on wood. So I guess the setup is not going to gold, so I guess the setup is going to be scouts here for Gluttony. Adal is also on the way up. Now he's sending forward 5 villagers here. So and he also has some units in the barracks here, so 2 militia in production. So we may be looking at the men-at-arms towers play here. Now let's see if Gluttony will be able to spot this. He is scouting forward again. Doesn't see any villagers for now. But there, let's see if he pays attention. If he's looking at his minimap now, he should see these villagers coming forward for sure. He's walling off a bit. Here's the barracks. I think Gluttony may be forced straight into an archery range or even defensive towers now. And only one spot left to stop the... So very, very unfortunate for Gluttony here that the last piece of palisade wall missing and the villagers actually are able to enter his base. Now, brick walls and defensive tower once right on is... Gluttony has not gone to stone yet. Adal has only 2 on stone for the time being, but is adding more. He's running out with this militia, though I don't know if I like this, but okay, he wants to tower the main gold, and that's in fact due to the walls. That's the only gold that Gluttony can access here, so if this gold is denied, then Gluttony will have serious gold issues. Men at Arms is in. This could be an entry point, or just go straight for the projection. And now also walling in. This tower was not walled in, that seems more like of a distraction move here, but walling in this tower, palisades, we may even see stone walls here. So Adal wants to make it really hard for his opponent to batter down this tower. I have no idea what this build was doing, but he wanted to keep it in safe. Under the tower fire, I guess. Now another tower going up. Will we see a reactive defensive tower from Gluttony here now? Doesn't really stress it. I'm sure he sees it. You can't not see that. And so Gluttony now of one of his woodlands. It leaves him with 2 woodlands left, and they are not, or actually 3 woodlands left. This one might be slightly denied with the tower, but then Adal would need fletching, I believe. But this barracks could go down. I think it would die to tower fire, and then there's a new entry point for Adalwolf here. Gluttony now putting on some palisades walls here near his DC so that Adal can't easily advance to this woodland. I like this move. Men at Arms in, but this tower is protected by TC fire, so the Men at Arms won't really be able to contribute much in delaying this tower from going up. This tower is not walled in, so it should also be easily battered down by villagers. Although there's a tower behind here on the woodline that's firing at fighting villagers, so a bit of micro will be needed here, maybe to keep the... Okay, the tower goes down, so good job from Gluttony there. Now a tower straight on the palisade wall here. That doesn't really reach anything, but it prevents further weak walling, but Gluttony immediately reacts again with the defensive tower. He is now out of stone for more towers though, whereas Adalwolf, he is also not able to have every tower right away, but is on stone at his home base. Gluttony now going forward to Adal's side gold, which makes sense since his own golds are completely denied. So some villagers on the side, so they could drop a tower here as well and make life tougher. 2 villagers building a tower here. I believe Gluttony sees this as well from his line of sight. So far pretty successful forward from Adalwolf. He is now housed, but he has a slight villager lead. He has some military as well, which Gluttony does not. Gluttony is out of stone again. I think more defensive towers is not an option, and villagers are now going down to archer fire. I don't know what these men are also doing, but they are probably joining in on the forward very soon. For some reason he wants to break in over here, or it's just a matter of annoyment. I'm not sure what's going on there. Now maybe even break in here with some villagers and deny the stone from Gluttony, and there won't be any more defensive towers. But all in all, an extremely messy but even game here. Population 42 to 37, that's mostly villager making the difference, but 2 villager lead for Adalwolf, and maybe a more efficient economy, all things considered, since he has been intact, untouched at home. Market wall here, but it's effectively denied by Adolf villagers. I think Adolf got a bit lucky there. He has the villagers battering away at the market for some reason. But now a tower on the stone instead. Let's see this tower is targeting the walls, so it needs to be microed to hit the villagers, I believe, unless it's actually out of range. No fletching. So the range is just a generic 8 range for the towers. These walls are restricting battering down from the villagers to most sides here. I think it might go up, but it won't be lasting long. But then there's another tower going up behind this, so maybe it will stay up for just long enough for the tower behind it to do some damage to the attacking villagers here. And there are only 3 villagers able to hit the tower at the same time, so now Adal adding a forward house. That might be one of his signature moves during these kinds of forwards. You need houses, then you just force them up with your forward stuff. Gluttony pretty close to clicking up though, and he could just abuse the market a little bit here to get to cast ledge should he want it. And also been able to produce villagers more or less constantly. Adolf getting wheelbarrow now. Is he maybe looking to click up as well? No, he's far away from the next stage. But this tower stays up. Now Gluttony is completely off stone, but he is taking a little bit of gold in Adolf's space here. So this is very strong all-in forward from Adolf so far. The towers, power rush, quite a familiar strategy. In AoE 2 you see it less in DE, I believe, simply because the towers now have only 700 HP. It used to be 1000 or so. I think they were at least stronger in the older versions of AoE 2, so tower rushes have been nerfed, and I much agree with that. But you still see it sometimes, and if you wall in the towers, it's tougher for your opponent to batter them down with villagers, like we've seen here. Adalwolf now going for his opponent's stone here, which is covered by his own towers. There are 4 villagers on either side now. Another woodline gets denied for Gluttony here, and we might see a tower on the final woodline here. Housefall here, very nice move. There's only one way in for Gluttony here now, and then that would mean running into tower fire and into the villagers here. So this tower will definitely go up, and it will also be harder to tear down. Gluttony, however, going for castle age. He has lots of food. He could market abuse to get, for example, the gold he needs for siege or whatnot. Now moving forward, or at least moving out on the field with lots of villagers here. He's just going for these woodlands. So losing basically all of his woodlands except this one. Gluttony goes forward to find wood somewhere else, and adding siege on top of the hill here. So now what remains to be done for Gluttony is to clean up this for Adalwolf. There's a lot of towers to take out, but he is in the lead age and tech wise here. Adol is on the way up now though, but what's his eco looking like? It's pretty stable. But massively housed Gluttony at the moment is placing 4 houses total now, and is escaping with villagers, hoping to kind of reboom outside of his base. Is missing stone to get the TC up actually, but where is he getting stone now? He's on 70 stone. So he should use the market a little bit and buy some stone maybe, and he can TC somewhere else and get the boom going. I don't know that adding outposts to get more overview over the map here. So he sees a house now moving towards Gluttony's position here. Such a messy game here. You see villager fighting in the midst of mangonel fire. Gluttony needs to... he's villager fighting Adalwolf here, but gets some great mangonel shots in on Adal's villagers and builders here. But also needs to deal with the men-at-arm and the villagers battering down the mangonel, and you would almost think that Adal is... that this is an Inca war or something with all this villager fighting going on here, but... manages to batter down one mangonel here. Adalwolf is chasing the other one, but that should put him really far behind the villager count, you would think. But with all the towers and moving around, costing so much idle time, it's actually Adalwolf in the villager lead here now with 16 farms and a pretty steady food eco. Very much set up for some kind of siege forward here now, again with wood and gold here. But this time around, adding a forward barracks. Does he want to go for long swordsman here? He's getting infantry upgrades. He's adding men at arms from home, I guess. And these guys will soon be long swordsmen from the production. I think getting upgrades. He may of course stay with men at arms as well, but there's the long swordsman kicking in, and Gluttony goes to GG. This time, Adal playing Celts again. I'm beginning to wonder if that's his favorite Civ. But going for the all-in play, this time it was men-at-arms and towers, and Gluttony here didn't give up without a fight, but it was really eventful and messy game. So, well played to both players, but it's Adalwolf taking the wins. So quite similar eco again in many senses. More stone and gold for Adal though. Stone explains it with all of that, those forward towers he did. He was, a few hundred stone away from being able to afford even a castle. Villager count also quite even. Army largest for Adalwolf, that was only men at arms I believe, and the scout. just maybe go on to some team games now, just to gauge the interest a bit here. Okay, so getting some answers on T here now. Right, looks like I'm doing a Wanderer's Home versus Light Corvo while we wait. boy. Oh, Hans. It's gonna go super aggressive. Wait, what was the map? Valley! Okay, I can dig that. Oh, stupid deer. I think I have to open like meant arms into archers. Try to make the best of it. Yeah, except I don't know what the hell caused the game sounds to be like that in the first place, otherwise I would. I mean, he's totally gonna go for a scout rush. Do I know where my second war is? Or is it just off limits? Oh, haha, stuck. Hope it leads me to his base. Would be nice. Damn it. It was almost. That's one way to do it. Oh no 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 no! Damn it! There's the second ball, of course. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. What for? Not finding the boar? Or oh yeah, the sound issue maybe. Housed. Don't really expect that. Oh, oh, that's amateur. Oh boy. Why isn't he cast this shit? Oh. Lol. Come on. There we go. What? I thought I had lots more. I'll have to do. Okay, crossbow. Still. I like this. Okay, I'm in. Jeg har vodken hos deg. Ja. Let me in. Right first. You should do more damage. What? Micro nerd. Thanks, man. Will probably be hitting my goal next. Oh, please, 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 please. No! Oh, so close. So close. Okay, so then just go over here then. Oh, that's a good shot. a huge eco and army difference. No, not so huge, large zombie. I think also I didn't find my second boar, so I just had to. That delayed me a lot, I think. I wanted the millet arms out much earlier. So I'm okay with this. It's such an open map. I think I needed 3 rangers to match his production. He was actually only on 2. And then the stables, of course. But yeah. Like this guy. Grr. Yeah, why would you even wall with Hans? But you know, it didn't really stop my crossbows though. That's just whoosh. This isn't too pretty. Right, I'm just gonna open the lobby now and who is in? Oida. Alright, just missing one. What was that? Beer?
I brought it, but it didn't work.
Oy, oy, oy.
Too many. Whoa. So, yes. Are you excited for tomorrow?
Hey.
Very. I'm gonna destroy you.
Okay. Yeah, please destroy him fast because I want to cast Viper and MBL at 8 o'clock as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jace want me to go 4 games anyways.
So just.
Because Adalwolf went over and just let his anus be destroyed.
Is Arena in the pool?
Yeah. What do you mean? Of course, yes. I was thinking, like, yes. Okay. Because I was drinking. I see. Drinking my sweat.
Uh-oh.
I hope that he's gonna pick Councilman.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, Delts are top tier.
He did a good Kelts Deathwall push on our Arena yesterday. It was impressive.
Even wrecked Pluto counts. Wrecked who? Gluttony. Oh, he did? He did wreck someone? That's something new. Yeah, he did that. Gluttony. It's actually old news for your information, Let Carbo. Yeah, tomorrow the only one who will be wrecked is you. I'm surprised that Kong did Spanish on Arena. It's so bad.
He might not be totally up to date on the Sibs, I guess, because they obviously used to be better. But he's still playing a lot.
Yeah, Spanish is better, but see Larry's from no, it's not. I think so. No. Well, just the build speed alone. It's very even. No. Yes. I think it's pretty bottom tier. It's weak at like all phases of the game. If you could do that castle drop, that would be great. It's really hard to get castle drops off now, unless people are just AFK. Well, he could have fought harder for early control.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but you don't, I mean, all you get is conks, right? And conks are bad because they lose to skirms. So it's like, what do you do after that? You lose, like, well, then you have a castle or would you just go and pillage? Or you push out mangonels and conks. I mean, well, no, how do you get the castle forward? Like, you use the how? Scouts. But you can't make scouts, right? You can't make scouts. The other person's making scouts. You can't if you're castle trotter. Yeah, you can buff. I mean, no. Yes, I did.
He did it. Adel did it yesterday. Worked fine.
I mean, yeah, but it's, I've never seen it at a reasonable level. It's like, maybe if you're Turks, I've seen it once or twice. At least shadow series are good. Yeah, but Turks doesn't have any real bonus except fast gold mining, so it can work. The trick can work continuously. It's only works with Turk because the gem series are so strong. Right? They outranked the main bells. No, it's worse than many.
Is your brother in the lobby yet, Adolf? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
His name is ridiculous.
Okay. So, yeah. We're gonna have a hard time making teams here. But
yeah, I guess everyone can just go random, and then me and the brother go team them. Have you heard
yeah.
Maybe. Well, should split maybe as well, I don't know. I mean, if you split a call and Outholder and a doll and Reclops go together, that means you've picked a team, right?
Yeah,
I don't see his team winning that game.
But I don't know.
Recyclops level. You probably need to put Akkal and Akkal on the same team, +1, and then 2 people
Yeah, that makes sense. That
with 2
could.
high elos or red flip-flops, right?
That's probably the. Yeah.
It's the only way this is gonna work, I think. I mean, I don't know how good he is, right? So,
No, but Alan says he's quite new, right? Or.
I'm at least top 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he has a little bit of forecast experience, but he's pretty new to competitive e-commerce. Yeah, I don't really know the hotkeys and I've messed about with it, but it's just shit. It's hard to balance either way, I think. We can try it with 2+1, so. Yeah, let's do Recyclops out of me against you 3.
Yeah, let's try that. It's gonna be tough anyway, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking for. Team 2, okay. Yeah.
Well, that's the last time we team up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you have your showdown tomorrow.
Let's do it. Okay, ready?
Ready up.
Oh, wait, no, hold on, I need to set team, don't I? No, random is fine. No, you said I need to be on a team, otherwise
Yeah.
it could go really bad.
It could be tough.
It could be Reclops, a Coldner, and a Call on the same team. I'm gonna take 2 or 1. 1.
Right, let's go.
Alright. Okay, you two, I'm counting on you to carry me.
Yeah,
Let's go.
exactly.
We need split. Yeah. Oh! Oh! Fucking perks. Fuck this game so much. Molly's? What the fuck? The fucking naggers? What the fuck do I always turks in this stupid game? Janissaries? I'm pretty sure it's Janissaries and not cavalry archers against Malians and Saracens. You're good. Man, what's wrong with alcohol? I was going too long. That potato, I told you. I'm going potato. Well, Coldner's the one that has to carry your stupid team, so. Team 1 to down.
He always does. Yeah, let's pause it. For a split. Are we team 1? No. The other guys are team 1.
They went down already.
Okay.
Ascal need to... Wooden channel.
Haskell?
I just got channel, There he goes. Okay, this is gonna be hard.
Okay, one sec.
I'm pocket that.
Oh, you pocket dog owner? Oh. Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Well, you actually have.
I'll do my best, guys. I'll do my best. I can play.
Okay, here we go. Right, Italians. Is it? It's fine here. So Italians, should I go archers or something? And what do I do? I
Every Cyclops is really bad. I took all 4 of his sheep.
Okay, nice. Should put them back a bit. Thought you didn't lame, man.
He's left him hurt him quite a bit. I don't like him.
Yeah, it's subduing a bit, maybe. Oh, I found some sheep as well.
What's my dad's phone number?
What? Oh, shit.
Oh, I see.
Anyone got scouts closer here?
Yes, dear. Anything else you want to talk about? I love you, dear. 1 second. My wife's bothering me.
Okay.
Go away!
Wife aggro. Oh boy. An angry housewife.
Man, it's again fast forwarding for me as hell.
Oh shit.
I mean, thanks to Lithuanians that don't have idle time.
Yeah. I'm house right now, so I'm getting loot. Looks like Adal
This
is.
arena,
Looks like Adal is their flank.
Adal the opening.
I think so, because I took some sheep and then his scouts suddenly showed up and he started attacking me, so my scouts is weak now.
Okay.
So I'm running back home, maybe he will follow and I'll just have to deal with it.
Was really hell to push the deer, man.
Yeah, that's difficult when it's lagging.
I even shot the board, then it was...
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, you're back, okay?
Right. Nice.
Actually, the pause helped a lot to use my neck. And that's...
I was already housed, so yeah.
And legging. Yeah, he bought his way up with his market. Probably.
I mean, it's not that fast. I'm probably about the same time.
Yeah, it's not really.
Just,
Yeah.
I was 24.
Okay. Adal is going monks of some sort. Must have some kind of plan.
Just tell me if one of your guys is going on me, okay? That's what matters. I need to know that. Everything else is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Adal is definitely going monks and siege on me.
Try to survive.
Yeah, sure.
guy's going for meat.
Can you help your partner?
I'll try, but I can't really.
What is he again?
Saracens. Try to get rid of some light cav or something, but
Yeah, does he have
I didn't see any pikes from my point of view. He probably has them as well though, but I could send you a little bit of stone as well. I don't have a lot, but if you can get the castle up, that kind of stops him.
two for one? I take that.
Oh, nice. Nice.
No, his complete forward is done now. Well done.
Nice. So we didn't succeed in.
I mean, I'm new, okay? But we know.
I'm sure we'll blame the lag or something. A chance to collect any relics yet, or?
As soon as I can.
I think they're dead. I think it's over.
That's good.
I'm huge. Doing very, very well.
Yes.
Right.
Oh no.
What?
This guy.
What's going on?
A few people on me now.
Powerful. See. I can copy you some nights.
I have 2 full on me.
I'm soon.
I'm going on also blue, aren't you on? I'm going on blue. So it was me and my side, but...
For your castle.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, dude, come on, man.
You need to tell you, man. The same time I try, not my...
I'm clicking the buying button in the market and it's selling. What is that?
Guys, I'm losing to 2 people. What's going on? I have 2 full on me. Where are your armies? I'm gonna die here. I cannot fight 2 people by myself. I'll put them in my pocket.
Yes.
Okay. I need
I'm
how many years?
Help years.
I mean, you don't have enough knights to be useful, so how many years? Unless you have like 30 knights at least. 3 paladins. Well, you should really be making
Well,
wages.
temple years are coming now.
You really should be making wages, but whatever.
Years.
Yeah.
I have 1 castles, maybe to...
Yeah, I mean, well, you should have. Yeah, you should be. Either you make like 50 knights in Castle Age and upgrade, or you make multiple castles in latest. You never make a few stables. Right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I mean, there's completely. I'm in the complete 2v1, so you have to send units. Like, I cannot fight their pocket and defend at the same time. You've not
Yeah.
sent anything.
I'm gonna play some Black Tridents,
Yeah, just need to. You need to get 200 pop, and you need to be here with 200 pop, like ASAP.
Yeah.
Okay?
Alright.
Wipe Adal, okay? Like, just go all in on Adal. Is
I'm
what you
keeping him busy, so that's what I'm trying to do.
In that case, then just get your ass over here.
Seems like just I have gold on the although I have 20.
Well, I mean, I think you should probably wipe out Adal's forward. I still see a bunch of blue there, so you should just wipe it first, okay?
I think it's just houses, right?
Okay, is it fine? Akkal? Are you okay? Are you almost in?
Yeah, I'm on the way. Not almost, but I'm on the way. Finally.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, just call for help. Do not die, okay? Do not die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Akkal, no, you just gotta do stuff, right? You just gotta make your presence felt.
Yeah, sure.
I lost 2 castles already, so let's be GG here.
Oh, that's not good.
Does anyone have stone?
I have like 200. I can
250.
send it.
Just give me your stone, I need to build another castle. I can't make production right now. Maybe I should switch to camels? I don't think so.
So they throwing caviar at you or what?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's not good for Turks.
No.
Oh. like it, yeah. Try turning it on and turning it on and turning it off again. Not working. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Oh, they resigned.
Whatever.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, my problem was, my product, I had too few, stables.
So generally speaking, if you're playing with the Turks, you can either go max Halberd. If you made like 40 Halberdiers and just run up front with Siege, the game's over, right? Or Latest, right?
Yeah, so you just need protection for any,
Yeah, just need protection against his units and then you're done, right? They can't do anything. I don't have Halberdiers.
Yeah,
And if you
I
build
got you.
them, game's over, right? Yeah. Just think about the composition. You don't have to go cavalry, and if you go cavalry, you need lots of cavalry, right?
Yeah, indeed.
It's alright, just, and this goes for all maps, not just Arena, right? Arena, it's a little easy to just AFK and pour up, but as you get to higher elos, it's all about pressure. Like, just, you want to force the other players to react immediately.
Yeah,
Like, I forced their pocket fully to me very quickly, because, you know, their flank was super dead.
no, because it's just bad.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
never
took all
know.
4 of his sheep, right?
Yeah, I don't know what he did. Also, there's mining camps and stuff like this. Yeah, but he's new to the game, right? So, he plays both of it.
Yeah.
He saw StarCraft, right?
Yeah.
He used to play, I think.
That's my computer.
Welcome back. Is the mouse and keyboard working again?
The thing that happened was that Razer Synapse started to just automatically download, and then it started to install, and it disconnected my keyboard and mouse. And I tried like, wait, what shouldn't happening in the game, what? And then it connects again, and then all those keys applies to like outside of the game. So it started a bunch of browsers, with a bunch of tabs, and started a lot of shit, and then everything just boomed, and I got like constant error messages, like and wouldn't stop.
Huh.
Windows. By the way, you shouldn't let me steal all of your sheep at the start of the game. You should probably run out and grab them. That is a sheep outside walls. Yeah, I took all 4 of your sheep. I didn't know that. You didn't notice you only had 4 sheep? Oh, I only thought there were sheep inside the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 4 sheep outside, so.
Sometimes they're inside as well. But if you only find 4, there's 4 outside, definitely.
You always have 8, yeah. What's going on with the voice? What's going on? So,
What? Yeah.
The headset, your microphone is gay. Okay, crazy. Okay, are we doing one more, or are we doing one more?
I'm up for playing.
Okay. Invites coming.
Yeah, I'll just change the microphone to this, but I'll join you guys in a little bit.
Right.
I'll join you up.
Let's see.
Oh,
Well, our tough rope me would be ready in 5 minutes, but I don't know. Are we
can I let him again?
as well?
Yeah, yeah, we can make sure. Sure.
Yeah.
See, I
Oh,
sent sent him an invite. Yeah.
I fucked up my push. I should have walled out my trebs. Forgot to do that. Would have won my side if I'd done that properly. I didn't realize that was your castle. I thought that was his castle. Well,
Mine?
like, he's not. Yeah, yeah. I was like, he's not even in Imp, so I don't care if he has a castle. I didn't realize that was yours.
Huh.
Oh shit. This microphone is high.
Whose microphone?
When I plugged in
Oh, yours. Okay.
Adalwolf, computer. Yeah, it's like the same thing, but it's like open. Sure. But hello? Hey, go. Hi there, Nicole. So, jag kan säga. Ja, någon är tänkt nu. Jag ser det. Ja, verkligen. Du kan då... Du börjar skriva nytt av kanske? Ja. Tidsminister för det styra. Oh,
Are we missing a lot of people?
Yeah, Otto, let's go. What's in it?
That's what she said.
Vad fint. Har du gjort en sån rar setting med micken? Där. Ja, det var ju det. Så cool.
Right. Alright.
You guys can hear me well now, right?
That sounds fine, yes.
Hello? Hello, Adal? Can you hear me now?
It's fine. It's great.
No, it's fine, yeah.
No?
Little bit distant.
No, hello? Well, what are you? Silently, kind of.
Hello. Roka, we don't know this guy, do we?
Nah.
No. Sorry, random.
Vilken
Can we find him, alright?
Yep.
Hello, Adal? Hello?
Hey.
Oh, Idol's here. Hello. Idol's here, Adal?
Hello, myself.
Yeah, I came here, Adal.
Nice.
That's Adal, hello?
Shush. I like it.
Okay, imagine.
You know what? I don't need it to hear me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
AR coming.
You said like
Let's see, sir. I invited him, but he didn't respond.
I sent him invite as well. Right, I'll be right back.
Henry. Akkal.
Oh, there we go. Oh, kick this pen guy. And get AR-12 in here.
Yeah, man.
And Pinapple pen.
I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen. I have a pen. I have pineapple. Pineapple pen. Apple pen. Pineapple pen.
What is
Pen,
this?
pineapple, apple pen.
Very annoying. Wow. You really had
I
that
muted
spell right.
myself. Yeah, I did, right? You know why?
Yeah, first. No, I don't know why.
Because I'm a retard like you.
Actually, my most friend tested and was retarded. And he says
Oh, really?
like handicaps.
You sure?
Writing. You know? Like, I like to write in big capital letters. And I'm not super good with numbers.
Wow.
Yes?
You smell like fish.
And?
Nothing. Just wanted to tell you. I just felt like it.
Our Travis here.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
here.
how do we do the teams?
Good question.
Split me and Alconder and
Actually,
also.
we could join the team again and race Cyclops and Adam the other team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then the other four can't fucking go random or anything like this.
That might work, yeah. Well, not arena again. Something else.
Let's play a review, please.
Radio.
Or something else.
Absolutely agree.
Or we play Nyleta.
No, we don't.
Oh no. I think I'm probably offended on behalf of my brother.
Yeah.
What Nyleta is standard.
What are teams?
Or we go FFA pilgrims.
Not fine.
We're putting Adalwolf and his brother on team like last game, and me and Alconder,
Yeah,
and then the rest random or
give
something.
me, yeah, AR coaching too. AR come team too.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with anime. Not. I haven't played like much at all. Yeah. Go with team 1. Jacobs. You big fat Santa man. Okay.
We have
Open. Pineapple pen. Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
Arabia.
Arabian.
Arabia.
Arabian.
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
See what color I want.
Caribic.
Ooh, you said red color.
Yes. Red like rage.
I have to warn you, my brother is pretty new to game.
You told us. Yeah, but Mezzo don't know. Neither they are. Yeah, Mezzo, you have to be careful with your mouse. Didn't work out for Adalwolf this time.
What happened to his mouse? They got wiped. Yeah, they really good teamwork. They both came scout knights from both sides. Injured me.
Yeah, the Snoop didn't take the relics after all for him, and he didn't take them.
I took the relics.
Yeah, I know, when I couldn't control them anymore. Because I had to go get my army on the other side. I patrolled them like 10 minutes, it was at least one night the entire time.
I converted your knight, bro.
One of them.
One of them.
Not one of the 8 I had in Calculate.
I killed the others. It's all good.
Oh yeah, in Pure Age. When you lost like 5 traps.
That's right.
And the bomber cannon.
That's right, cause I don't have fucking pikemen. Fucking perks. Garbage ass civ.
You have these
Camels. I
things
think
called
camels.
camels.
Yeah. That's pretty gold heavy.
But you have full upgraded. No. Oh no,
boy.
what is this team? Oh no.
Good luck.
Consider it a challenge, Corvo.
See you on the battlefield. Yeah, I play with 2 retards and recyclops.
Oh, I said ouch. It's harsh. Harsh words, bro. I'm not even sure where I'm supposed to go with this fucking, like, I just see it on pocket Japanese again. I can feel it, it's pocket Japanese. Oh, you are a Glimp.
No.
How do you know that?
Colors?
No, I'm
No, but
pocket
we don't
Japanese.
have
We don't have
team positions.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
have actually considered that, but too late.
No!
Yeah, I'm pocket Japanese again. This is...
I pocket citizens!
What? That's fine. It's not that
But I
bad.
wanted that thing! Don't tell them, dude.
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't tell. Maybe I'm just playing mind games with you.
It's fine. Wait, hold on. So, does...
They've changed
Do I
tower.
get knights? Like, do I get, like, reasonable knights or no?
Yeah, Japanese knights are fine. They have all the upgrades in Castle Age.
Okay, they're fine. Do I get cavaliers or no?
Yeah, Cavalier.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Well, that's not too bad.
But you may be missing some upgrades in, I'm not sure. I don't remember.
But Castle Age Japanese knights are usable.
They're absolutely viable. Yeah.
Fine. Alright, look at that. I'm pretending I'm not Japanese now.
We're really far apart in the team-wise. This is not really.
Oh shit.
You'll have to answer AR-12. I think he can get away with trolling a bit, but... Oh, looks like light combo maybe my flank.
My thing. Large 12, I think. Okay. Yeah, large 12. Alright, I'm up against Recyclops. That's okay. He doesn't have Bloom yet, so my scouts are probably gonna do great. careful. Bad cargo cells coming there.
Okay. He won't get in at my place, so...
Yeah, loading one as well. At least I hope. I'm checking. Oh no, I'm fully off.
Oh, that was so close, I don't even want to discuss it. Oh, still no doom.
Clark, if you have some scouts around, they couldn't get in my base. Then they come to you, I don't know.
I think I'm fully walled.
Okay, nice.
Adults in triple.
He double once. Weird.
Who does? Myself? No.
No, recycle.
Yeah. Maybe I'll send in some siege then.
Yep.
Yeah, I will. is this? Oh. Being double on this side now, do you have anything, Alcohol?
Making, I'm making 2 notches.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're not gonna break in yet, so I should be okay-ish. Wait. Build that fucking foundation. Ah. Whoa. Nice.
Why is blue with me? Fuck.
It's blue.
Myself.
Okay, he's with you? I'm sorry, I have some issues.
No problem.
Help her again, Aquaman. I have some crossbows on the other side as well, and a few camels, not a lot.
I'm gonna place a custom here, Akkal.
Nice. Yeah, you should definitely go for Light Kobo. Lots of his camels are here, so he can't have much army at home.
Where's like horrible?
Actually, I don't. Could it be? I haven't scouted him, but yeah, he's here. There's a blacksmith here. And
I'll just kill the other guy first.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
He's dead.
Now we can take it out on her. Big fight. Yeah,
He's pissing off.
yeah, it's pulling home well. Oh,
Man,
oh,
is there...
shit.
He's always had man.
Should I send my camels all the way over there, or what?
Yeah, we have to help him.
Yeah, I'll do my... Oh, I need to handle this first. Yes. Yeah, I'll get over there with what I can.
Give him some.
Akkal, what do you need to get up? Where are you at?
No, I need food, I guess. It's pretty...
Can I get help here? Send me people, guys, come on.
You need something on your side?
No, I'm getting 2 people. My teammate died.
Yeah, so you need us to come over.
Yes! Or quit. Either come or quit.
Okay.
GG. Oh, no, but just gotta
You
put
gotta
pressure
stop
on
bitching around and play unranked and don't care too much about it. It's not like the World Cup. Just play and have
Yeah,
fun.
I know, right? Sorry.
It's really not fun to play with people who react like that. Win as a team or lose as a team, and just don't be so bitchy about it. It's just not worth it. I won't invite you again if it's like that. Just really not.
I think our child also isn't just not into tryharding much. What do you, didn't even look or saw, because
He didn't
I
wall, so they just kind of ran him over in one push.
yeah, that's it, you know.